football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Badgers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his line. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan Wolverines offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Inside the Big House, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
To throw, it's Baker. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just keep slinging it. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Works the middle of the field. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful. But how about them giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, and you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense. And now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The RPO, it's complete.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that.
Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defensive.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. As they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Baker. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's
wide open spaces. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to impose their will with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Wolverine! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
And the Badgers will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Baker. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Took up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide open downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to throw, it's Baker. Here's a heat. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut.
Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds his man. It's Fisher. Oh, he's got some space. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Jennings. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw time, running short in the half. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That should be the final play of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spin it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off.
There he goes. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The third down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another third down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So here comes the Michigan offense. They go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Baker. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play, and he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Shotgun snap on third down. Pulls it in. It's Clemens. Breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL with the next group. Discipline, tough, physical. It's always staples of these defenses.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Gonna take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Open spaces.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been...
Converts on fourth down. Still going. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! Fitted in the window for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the ground, it's Bridges. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield, it's Fisher. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to slam in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes